Evolution of Mufasa. In the first 1994 movie of the Lion King franchise, Mufasa is depicted as a large, muscular lion with a powerful build, a big muzzle, and an exceptionally thick red mane. He is the king of the Pride Lands, father of Simba, mate of Sarabi, and elder brother of Scar. Mufasa is presented as a just, wise, and responsible leader, a gentle but firm father, and a strong and fierce guardian. Despite being the ruler of the Pride Lands, he never bragged about his status or abused his authority. In the movie, he teaches Simba what a king is supposed to be, and how the king is responsible for protecting and maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. However, his brother Scar becomes jealous of Mufasa's position as king and kills him by throwing him into a wildebeest stampede while rescuing Simba. He returns years later as a spirit in the clouds to encourage an older Simba to return to the Pride Lands and reclaim his rightful throne. Mufasa is voiced by James Earl Jones. In the Simpsons episode Round Springfield, Mufasa appears only in the clouds when Lisa sees Bleeding Gums Murphy in them, along with Darth Vader and James Earl Jones. Mufasa is voiced by Harry Shearer. In the TV show Timon and Pumbaa. In the episode Zazu's Off Day Off, a lion that looks like Mufasa came out of Zazu's clock. In the 1997 Broadway play The Lion King, Mufasa's role is somewhat expanded based on the movie. He is played by Samuel E. Wright. He sings They Live in You to young Simba in the scene when the two of them are looking up at the stars and talking about the great kings of the past. Also, during the part where Mufasa dies during the wildebeest stampede and Simba is exiled from the Pride Lands, a group of Pride Landers come to Mufasa's dead body alongside Rafiki and all mourn Mufasa's death. During the part where Simba meets Rafiki again, the spirit form of Mufasa is created via projection screen effects during the song He Lives in You. In the 1998 second movie of the Lion King franchise, Mufasa makes a few brief appearances as a spirit. He's also alluded to throughout the film, as many of Simba's actions revolve around trying to live up to his late father's legacy. In the 1999 movie Fantasia 2000, Mufasa makes a cameo appearance as a figurine in the background as James Earl Jones introduces the Carnival of Animals segment. Mufasa also appears in the episode Ask Von Drake of the House of Mouse show, sitting alongside his son Simba during the song, the Ludwig von Drake song. In the 2004 direct-to-video interquel, The Lion King 1.5, Mufasa appears without speaking in several scenes. At the presentation of Simba, in the elephant graveyard on the way with Zazu to save his son and Nala from the hyenas, and when his ghost is forming from the clouds above the grasslands at night to tell Simba to take his place in the circle of life. In the 2005 British animated movie Once Upon a Halloween, Mufasa briefly appears in the clip from the original 1994 movie, along with Scar. In the 2011 Diamond Edition release of The Lion King, Mufasa makes several appearances in the animated blooper reel, where he is seen preparing his voice and throat for a roar, though the process proves to be rather lengthy and comical. Mufasa is depicted in a spirit form with faint color in the 2015 pilot movie, The Lion Guard, Return of the Roar, of the Lion Guard show. He appears in the sky to Kion after Simba rejects his son's Lion Guard offer. Kion immediately begins to share his concern with his grandfather, believing that he isn't ready, or that he might turn out to be just like Scar. Mufasa then relays some words and explains that the reason Simba is worried is because he loves him. He also assures Kion that Scar is very different from him in his goals and personality. This gives Kion a much-needed confidence boost, and Mufasa fades away. Also, according to the paintings on the wall, during Mufasa's reign, Scar was the leader of the Lion Guard and was gifted with the roar. When Scar returned from a patrol in the Outlands after defeating a Rouge lion and his henchmen, who attempted to corrupt him and overthrow Mufasa, instead of praising his brother for this, Mufasa just patted him on the head and gave him his nickname after the scar over his left eye, which he got from a cobra. Due to the fact that Mufasa did not take him seriously, Scar began to plan to overthrow Mufasa and get rid of Simba. As a result, Mufasa himself died. Mufasa is voiced by James Earl Jones. In the TV animated show The Lion Guard, Mufasa appears as a reappearing character, albeit as a spiritual guide for Kion. Mufasa is voiced by Gary Anthony Williams. In the show As Told by Emoji, in the animated adaptation of the 1994 movie The Lion King, Mufasa appears as a cute emoji version alongside other characters from this movie. In the 2019 CGI remake of the original animated movie, Mufasa is still voiced by his original voice actor, James Earl Jones. In this version, Mufasa has a darker brown mane that fades into a lighter tone to almost white around his face and chin, and he is also shown to be very physically healthy and fit. He is described as having ruled for many years and is somewhat older and wearier than his previous incarnation. He is said to have fought Scar for leadership in this version of the movie and has a history of conflict with the hyena named Shenzi. In the Robot Chicken episode May Cause an Excess of Ham, Mufasa appears in the parody of the Lion King segment alongside Simba and Zazu. His voice was provided by Abraham Benrubi. In the 2024 prequel called Mufasa, The Lion King to the 2019 CGI animated remake of The Lion King, Aaron Pierre voiced the young Mufasa. This movie follows the rise of Mufasa as one of the greatest kings of the Pride Lands and goes back to the African savannah, where Rafiki tells the daughter and wife of Simba, Kiara and Nala the story of Mufasa. In this story, Mufasa is revealed to have been adopted into the royal family,